So God is on our side. We're always active. Yeah, this is the counter I'm talking about. That I've not taught TLS 1.0, but I'm going to teach you guys. I'll start by teaching this thing first before we go into today's topic. Now, what is this thing? It's counter, and I don't advise counter trading because it has low win rate, but I have checked it for some time and it works. Now, what do I mean? For example, we are following a continuation model, and then we have a key level here. Let's say the normal the structure is bullish. We have been buying. Now we have a key level here, for example, a very valid one. It broke with the body of the candle. Now we're buying. Now if price tap on this key level and it buys, probably it did not go very far, and it later comes back to take out that key level. Don't forget that even while trading continuation model, our rules still remain the rules. If one continuation failed, most likely the others will fail. The rules remain the rules. You know that. Excuse me. Let me draw this thing again. I want to draw disruption to explain what I'm doing. This thing I'm teaching you, like I said, I've not even explained to TLS 1.0. We have class with them next week. That's when I will explain to them. We have a combined section, everybody, just them though. So now the rules remain the rules. We have inducement here. We have disruption here. Now let's say we flip one zone that was here. We flip one internal that was here. I won't show it because I cannot draw to that extent to take our time. This is the smartest way to trade counter without endangering yourself so much, but it still has low win rate. To counter is counter trading against the trend, but this is just like a method we can trade. That time where after price has taken out the most recent key level, it works very well with VIX 25. I will still go to that VIX 25 and explain this thing I just said. Now after price has broken this structure, we have a flip zone, and now here is our entry. I miss you guys so much. Here's our entry. Now we're buying from that key level, very valid fresh key level. Fine. Hope you can see my screen. Hope I'm not talking to myself. Alright. It's like people are tired of class, so see very poor number. Also we target 1 to 3. No Allah. And then the price comes into the key level and it buys. Now aside this key level that it created here, this one we are buying from, it has not created any other key level. Even as it broke this zone, it has not created any other valid fresh key level. None here. Now the moment price comes back to take out this key level and it creates a fresh key level here, this fresh key level can be used as a counter. It's a counter. Why? Because price is not bearish, but we are taking that sell because our initial key level failed. Now we are taking that sell in respect of my god, what is this thing? We are taking that counter. Don't forget, your entry is not this. So your entry is the key level. Let's say the key level is here. Entry is the key level. It's different from this other. Let me shift itself so that people don't go and mistake. And let me shift this one up a bit. Fine. So now you are now selling. It's called sell to buy. You're now selling for this your key level. Make sure that your target should not be anything close to, if there is any valid key level here, your your target should just be a bit, because you know that after the most recent key level fails, what happens? Price has to like go into the opposite direction to either go to the inducement or the disruption to take it out, and then we continue. So that time where we are using to wait to continue, you can join it. For example, this gold sell that is ongoing here, I've been using 1 hour time frame because some pairs have been ranging for some time. So if you are still learning and when you are trading this particular thing I said, I beg in the name of God, avoid using high risk to reward. At least 1 to 2 or 1 to 3 is okay for counter. Even 1 to 1, anyway, just something small, because what you are doing is not correct. So something small is advisable. Just like this one now, after this key level failed, you know, definitely after this movement, this guy is out. You should have like sell. You can see I set my alert here. Why? Though I did not trade it though, the one I have traded, this thing I'm teaching now, is on VIX 25, not this gold, because this is the first time I'm trying to try it here. I don't like to trade counter on gold. I can only mix all those things on synthetic. So you can see where I put my take profit target here, 1 to 3. See where I put alerts, because what am I expecting? Maybe the sell might still go on for a very long time, no problem. But to be on the safer side, even if this sell gets taken out, this inducement gets taken out, no problem. We target what's next, the disruption. Where is the disruption? I think it's this guy here. Fair enough, simple as that. So that's just it. Don't know if I'll go to VIX 25 to. Oh my god, what happened? Actually don't know what happened to the call, but let's continue. It's not going to affect the recording, you all know. So I said I want to do the example of VIX 25. This thing I just explained now, I want to explain it using VIX 25. Now let me go and explain it. I will show you 2 examples, then we'll go to today's class. Although the truth of everything, like I said, these other entry models we are learning today has low probability, including this counter I'm teaching you has low probability, so you will understand what I mean. Now let me use this VIX 25 as example. Now whether to buy, now whenever you decide that you want to start trading directly at the disruption, which is not bad if there's a valid key level there, okay, no problem. But I do not know, but no problem. For example, this is inducement. Wait, let me check very well that if he has structural liquidity. No, that's not the inducement. This is the inducement. This is the structural liquidity, dual structural liquidity. Now this is the disruption over here. If you say you want to buy directly, at least 1 to 2 weeks to reward is not bad. Now if price wants to buy from a particular disruption, price will use the second to last key level price created. It's always the, it's not support on register or resistance on. It's always the normal support. For example, this one here is always the normal support it should be. Now your invalidation will now be this guy. This is your invalidation. Now trading directly is risky. That is why I recommend 1 to 2 weeks to reward, or 1 to 3 at most. But on this synthetic pair, especially if it's 25, if you see past 1 to 2, you thank your God in heaven. I've tried it so many times. I've seen it doesn't pass 1 to 2 on this week's 25. Maybe other pairs does, but I like being loyal to one person. So now, after this guy, I'm trying to come to this counter stuff I'm talking about though. After this guy later got taken out, and you know, once disruption is taken out, what do we expect next? To sell, right? Fine. Now after the disruption got taken out, we got a is this a fresh or okay, on fresh. Carry this one to do the example. Let me just let that one slide. Now price came here. This was their inducement. Supposed to sell low, it did not sell. It took out this on fresh. Now this counter stuff I'm talking about, even as on fresh key level is, they still have power in them. So the moment this on fresh did not sell, you should be careful to take any more sell continuation except a flip zone occurs. Now what is a flip zone? You go to your left hand side. These guys them here, previous internal social liquidity, whatever, they have to be taken with the body of the candle, not the wick. Now this one took out with the wick, which we cannot trade. Even if we see any key level here, we cannot trade it because why? This low, some of you say want to see the way you approach the market. This is how I approach it though. See, as I'm taking my time to explain. Now this guy he got taken out with the wick, which make this flip zone not fresh fully taken out. Like, it's not taken out very well the way we need it to. Now what the price do? It broke this inducement. Now if you wanted to sell, you will come down. If you wanted to buy, you will still come down. Now luckily the disruption got taken out. The price flipped the first internal, gave us this key level here, and we can take a buy. Good. Maybe 1 to 3 or whatever it does. I was not even awake. This happened in the night. Is it night? Evening. Now if you see, just like that explanation I did, price later came back to take out this key level. But why taking it out? What did he do? He created a key level, which is this guy, a fresh key level. Now imagine you took this counter sell at this point. Yeah, you can see now that you made money. Nobody taught me this thing I am teaching you. It's called experience. That's why most of it are saying mentor this, mentor that. Me and my mentor, I cannot even remember the last time me and him chat. Talk more of him teaching me. It's called experience. You can decide to target 1 to 3 because I told you it's counter. Don't go too far. Mind yourself. Then, but remember that in everything you are trading, your invalidation is the 2 candle. Even if you are taking out, the 2 candle is what invalidates you. Now the next key level price created on fresh, this guy. Remember what we are doing is counter. Why? Because this guy got taken out. So we expect price to sell, to break this guy, to be sure that yes, we are bearish. So what we are doing, we are selling to break this guy, because this guy is pure liquidity. This is an inducement. He has no disruption. This guy here is an inducement. So what happened? okay. I just see why it's not this one. The next of fresh was this one, was the one I called on Telegram. Fine. Now, as smart as I am in this kind of trade, me, I did not even target anything big. I just told them the entry, and then it was almost like 1-1 something, almost like 1-2 or thereabout, and then I left the trade. It was 1-2. Was that when I did $70 to 1K? This was the entry. Then last night, after price broke this thing, I wanted to do it again. I will tell you how now why I am buying. People know I'm buying. My aim is very simple: break above or break below and continue selling. If it doesn't do that, then I'll keep using these continuations to scalp when one fails. Now let me even check Telegram whether you guys are following. Everywhere just quiet. Let's continue. You people are active. It's good. So now I tried to sell yesterday with this guy, though it was on fresh show. He saw the beat though. You can see he saw the beat. But what happened next? When I woke up, I woke up to SL low. I will not lie to you. I shared it in the group that my target was 1-2. Me, I cannot do more than 1-2 or 1-3 in this particular thing. Except I'm trading, even trading daily at this option. Me, I cannot do more than 1-2 or 1-3. Only when I can do more than that is when I'm trading with flip zone. Shawarma and give them now. So now what is the reason I am buying? I am buying simply because this sell failed. Now after that sell failed, what happened? Price created a key level. Where is the guy that I'm using safe? I think he created key level is valid when price breaks structure, so I won't say it's this guy. I think the trade I drop on Telegram is this guy, but I told them outrightly, because I don't like to lie, that this is the invalidation, because that's actually the invalidation. So you can see. Now what about I talked about bullish harami, and most of you don't understand. This is my cheat code. Make sure we even do that class today. I have another class soon. See, this information I'm dishing out is even much more important. Now in cases where the key levels are too big, like your essay will be big, you know, fine, and you don't have so much money to risk, you can set limits at the first entry here, because price might just tap and go. It's better little than none. So you can set limit here, then go to the 5-minute time frame to look for when is the for buys. When price shows something like this in the 5-minute time frame, it shows this type of candle. It's called bullish harami. When price shows something like this, whether this one is short or not, price shows something like this, the next candle that is following, enter at current market price. Your SL, you can maintain this normal SL, or your SL will be the invalidation of that bullish harami. And you can keep opening positions as it goes. Let me show you example. Now you can see that when price tapped on this guy, it started coming down. I did not enter immediately. I wanted to see what will happen, whether the trade will hit SL. I know definitely that it cannot just hit SL like that too, because normally when a key level fails, we expect in the other way price to move like that, because this one is just ranging. So most definitely this is the little way you can scalp this ranging. Now I went to the 5 minutes. I said okay, I will enter when bullish around me shows. Lo and behold, you can see that all these candles from here that this trade triggers, there was no bullish around me. Bullish around me, the candle should, where is that thing? Oh, come here, Joe. This candle has to be below this one, at least body week or ever. It doesn't have to, like, whether this week should not come here. No, that's wrong. So if you look very well, this is where this trade triggered here. There was no bullish around me. This one would have been, but this week overshadowed this one, so it's not. This one is not. This one is not. There was no one price created. The one that was looking like price created, but thank God I did not enter, was this one. So after a while, even if you enter, you might lose here. Price created this particular one, and that was where I entered and I started buying. Bullish around me is like the opposite of bullish engulfing. If it was bullish engulfing, it would have been like this. Bullish around me is this one that is here for sell, for buy rather. So after I created that thing, instead of, though I won't lie to you, I had initial entry here, which was in drawdown when I entered this one. Those are minus. This particular entry, my invalidation was $80. The other one, the invalidation was what completed it, $140 for that my account. Like I said, whenever I want to stack, my portfolio is my SL. Oh, first spaghetti. He said give us shawarma too. You are even following the class. I mean, you are talking about food. You have not eaten today. I drop your account now. Who is that? Where X figures? Let's continue. Like I said, it's very simple, right? Now you can see that from this place I entered, even if I wanted my SL to be here, there's no problem. Okay, as simple as that, and that's what I'm buying. So it takes just a failure of a key level for me to know. But don't forget, this one we are just doing is just scalp trade though. What we are doing is just scalp trade, to be honest with you. Sometimes this can give you just 1-to-1. Why I actually like this particular thing is that even if you are doing 1-to-1, it's not bad, but let that 1-to-1 give you drawdown. It's not good you are doing 1-to-1 and it snipes entry. It's better like you have drawdown inside that 1-to-1. It gives you opportunity to open more position. There is somebody that used that setup. I think the guy did $70 to $300 before $400. I've not even posted it, but he's not my student though. He said he used the drawdown to open more positions. Simple. So not all drawdown is for you to run and close your trade. No, this thing I'm teaching, I might just forward this video to TLS 1.0 maybe, because I've not even taught them. So it's as simple as that. As one fails, the other becomes your entry. Let us check again. Now we had this key level here. Is this guy the most recent? No, it's not this guy. This is the most recent that failed. Fair enough. You can see when that most recent failed, what did he do? He gave us this guy. Oh, we missed that guy. No, that's not the most recent that failed. I know this trade. I took the sell continuation. It's from this side. Yes, I posted the buy first. Did I post it? I think I posted this place for sell. For buy, yes, I posted it for buy. It was after the buy failed I realized that where we are is the extreme, because I was thinking like there's another place above. So he sold, like I told you, it's always the second to last. The price will always tap on, but the proper invalidation is this one. So that was where it sold from. So if you were trying to buy there, you know that normally now you have hit sell. So at that point, he created what? Let's check. Did he create a key level? Okay, good. He created a key level at this point. First sell position. Created another. You trigger, no. Sorry. Created another one. Dual key level here. We miss some, we win some. Or you sabi girl. So we see we got this one first. If you are trying to stack, it's very simple. You stack at continuation key levels. First position, second position. You can stack with SL. I don't know who is telling Twitter traders that they don't stack with SL. Those people, whenever I see people talking ignorantly on what I know, it makes me to laugh, because ignorance is actually a disease. You don't know something, you keep emphasizing on it. Whosoever told Twitter traders that people do not stack without SL, I don't even know what to tell them. Imagine opening positions here. Where is your invalidation? Above your key level. So if you open multiple positions like 3 here, 2 here, 3 here, are you not using SL? They will just be saying what they don't know. Anyway, let's continue. So we have another one. We took this one. This particular trade torments me. I had to even close because what the fuck is this language? Sorry. So like we had this one up here, and this was our validation. This guy. So you can see this trade. I even had to tell them on Telegram to close it. Trade was messing up my brain, but last it hit TP and even more. It was this trade that brought about the whole sell that we saw for a long time. You can see my SL was just above this point. So if we continue with the sell, do you have another valid one? So that's just the thing, just very simple. I hope you guys understand. If you don't understand, tomorrow question, stop it, I will answer you. But when I'm trading this particular thing I also explain, I will not stay long on the trade. I will not lie to you. Like I said, 1-to-1 on this thing is not the normal 1-to-1, because what you may likely experience drawdown. So the 1-to-1 is not normal 1-to-1. It's just like opportunities for you to like open positions when you get your bullish around, especially if the invalidation is very big like this one. You cannot just jump in, except you're opening limit as first entry. The rest you just enter like that. So we're going to stop here. I'm thinking if we should still have the other class, the other explanation. Jeff already did. Why is everybody dropping account details now? What's going on? Let me continue. So like I said, okay, maybe we'll have another class tomorrow to talk about the reclamation and but let me just read it because I wrote it down. Now write to your book. I'll explain it tomorrow. The failure of an order block with a significant reaction before the failure creates a flip zone. The failure of an order block with a significant reaction before the failure creates a flip zone. The failure of an order block without a significant reaction before the failure creates a breaker block. The failure of an order block without a significant reaction before the failure creates a breaker block. The failure of a breaker block creates a reclaim block. Very good. Now, some people say that key level people say key level is breaker block. Me, I don't know. Some say key level is breaker. Let me explain to you. I'm in the mood to teach very well. Now what they mean is this. For example, they see this thing that happened here. They see this thing. Let me go up and use these other people here. They see this thing that happened here as like this place wanted to buy. I don't know if they are SMC traders. They will call this thing order block. Okay. Now let's assume we want to buy. Now they see it like the failure of this guy will create a flip zone. Like if price are taking this guy out, let me use the other one that price take it out. I want to use something that price take out. Okay, let me use this one. Now let us assume that we are supposed to sell at this point. Now they will say this is their order block. Now since we are supposed to sell at this point, if this order block fails, I'm trying to explain. No, if this order block fails, then we call it a flip zone, which is not a lie, but this is not an order block. It's simply an internal range liquidity. They will say if this order block fails, this becomes a flip zone. Fine, that's a flip zone. They are correct. Now they say if the flip zone fails, which is this thing I just explained now that we hit SL here, once this flip zone fails, they will call it sorry, like yes, like if the flip zone fails after buying for a while, that is failing with a significant reaction before the failure, it creates a flip zone. Now if that flip zone now fails, they call it a breaker block. For example, they will now see this thing that we are trading now as breaker block. Those of people who call this breaker block. Let me do something. They say this is breaker block. This over here is breaker block. That's what they'll say. Because what? If something failed, which is this guy, you understand? Now they will not say that the failure of this breaker block is what now brings about reclaim block. After this breaker block, that's this thing here has failed, it now brings about reclaim block. How will they now enter? They'll now enter like this, either here if there's a key level here, or is a key level. But it's the same thing I just explained. If this sell fails, it means the price want to buy, because what will happen after a key level fails, a sell, we are going to like price going to go in the other direction, you understand, except it's just a normal SL. Now the moment now that we now come back to this zone that failed before, like this thing now, we are now buying from here, it is now called reclamation. We are now reclaiming this zone entirely. But don't worry, tomorrow I'll do justice to it. We're going to stop here and I will post the video just immediately. It seems like currency pairs is more stressful. I don't know, doesn't seem stressful to me. Everything is just the same system, rinse and repeat, so I wouldn't say it's stressful. It's just there, you get me? It's just there. So guys, see you guys tomorrow same time, 9 p.m. Enjoy your week. Is it weekend? Yes, bye.